So I'm James Latham. I look after ancillaries and partnerships for Whitbread. Within that remit, I look after car parks. I look after things like Amazon lockers, our meeting rooms, our retail websites, and that's across all of our hotel brands and our restaurant brands. So a bit about Premier Inn. We've got over 860 hotels in the UK. We've also got hotels in Germany. We've got hotels in the Middle East. Overall, we manage around 620 car parks in the UK, and that equates to about 55,000 car park spaces. So parking is big business for us here in the UK at Premier Inn. So the way we've reviewed our strategy for car parking, we've adopted a 3-year strategy, which is just at the tail end now, and we had a number of incumbent partners. So broadly, what we've done is consolidated those car park suppliers down to 2 UK national partners, of which YourParkingSpace is one of them. The inspiration to finding a new car park supplier was led by the strategy. In particular, we had quite an ageing estate, so innovation and hardware, variety of payment opportunities was really key, so we could broaden our reach to customers. And we love to work with new emerging businesses to drive pace and get that agility you don't tend to get with bigger, more established companies. We love the attitude of YourParkingSpace. We love their ambition, and we started it in earnest with them with a pilot, and we migrated from pre-book to fully managed parking. So, we're really happy with the approach. It worked because we're able to move at pace and stay ahead of the marketplace, and that's where we are now. When you look at the traditional operators in the marketplace, one of the things we understood quite quickly was they were all very similar, and YourParkingSpace absolutely stood out from the pack, particularly, as I mentioned before, their ambition, but just their holistic approach to it's not just a one-dimensional proposition here. There's a number of the factors that were considered, and we've done a number of different initiatives with YourParkingSpace. They've helped us generate revenue in with different businesses as well, which has been really important to us, that we look at a more broader partnership than just a company that just looks after our parking, and YourParkingSpace was leagues ahead. Huge amount of ambition, technology-led, one of a handful of companies that was really trying to take the lead on pre-book in the UK, which is a really interesting proposition for us. As I've mentioned, with 55,000 car park spaces, they're not full all the time by nature, and our hotel car parks, they're generally full in the evening. So the team at YourParkingSpace really nailed that vision for us in terms of us helping us understand the benefits of that, the commercial upside of that, and guided us along from an operational perspective, because it was met with quite a big challenge in terms of trialling and testing a pre-book proposition. When you look at a business as complex as running a hotel and restaurant business, we've got different operational teams. The model we adopt now is for restaurants, they will have a general manager on site, but for our hotel business, they'll have cluster managers. So those hotel managers will run a number of hotels. So getting the comms right, getting the positioning, getting the framing and the proposition right has been really important, and that's been a journey for us. YPS have been brilliant in that, supporting us on the ground with our teams, starting in earnest and then building up pre-book and then migrating into fully managed propositions is most important part of the journey, especially when you're looking at a state of our size, and that's what we've done. We've had a roadmap and we've built those building blocks and built up trust and credibility. I'd absolutely recommend YourParkingSpace to other landlords. We've got such a diverse estate, so we've met most challenges, and most challenges have been embraced by YourParkingSpace, because where there's a will, there's a way. It's an old saying, but it really works. The choice of solutions, the market-leading technology, and that's software, hardware, online, the level of discipline and consistency that YourParkingSpace continue to deliver for us in terms of when we have given them another incumbent operator to take over from. That's quite sensitive, moving from one operator to another, whether that's changing signage and hardware to actually communicate with our teams. But I think beyond that, You can clearly see that YourParkingSpace are ambitious, and whether that's helping you find solutions for EV charging or other sorts of bolt-on propositions, they've been brilliant for us. When I reflect back about the journey we've been on with YourParkingSpace, it's been just over 3 years. We've come an incredibly long way. And to illustrate that, we started off with 10 hotels on a pilot where they were pre-book / selling up to 5 spaces at maximum. That's now grown to over 470 hotels across the UK, or 470 car parks across the UK. Over 100 car parks that YPS manage. YourParkingSpace have always been there wherever we've needed them. They've worked with our levels of governance, and they've delivered on every single level. And we've just got a very, very mutual level of trust now. I can see the relationship going further and further. Internationally as well, we're looking at our German estate now with YourParkingSpace, which is a clear signal of our trust and faith in them as a partner. So really happy, and so good to see them grow over the last 3 years in a huge, huge way.